Hey y'all, welcome back to Misguided Intuition, where I could tell you better than I could tell me. Uh, if you watched my last video, and you're watching this on a Sunday, you'll know that I said we were going to try something a little different for Sundays. I'm going to try to do Oracle only messages, no tarot. I don't know how this is going to go, so I guess we're going to find out together. Borrowed some Oracle decks from my middle daughter. Shout out to Bethany for providing. But today we'll try pulling from the Starry Beginnings Oracle cards, the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and the Fairy Reflections Oracle. This is really cute. And as always, I'll link to where you can purchase these for yourself in the description box. Oh my goodness. Okay, my chair is doing that thing again where it sinks. But yeah, so we'll try this. I'm probably gonna pull no more than 2 or 3 cards per deck, only because Oracle messages tend to go a little longer and I have to go in the book for all of them because I don't know these decks. I've actually never used these, so this will be brand new for both of us, right? All of us. So let's do this. I hope everybody is having a great weekend and is gearing up for a great week. Remember, we talked about setting yourself up to be in a good space energetically before. I think we talked about that in one of my previous readings. I really need to get a new chair. I keep sinking lower and lower as I'm sitting here. And it's kind of annoying. But let's see here. Come on, shuffle, shuffle. I can tell these are well loved. You see how bowed the deck is? They all are curved that way. Okay. I think that's it. So let's see. What messages do we need to hear today? These are really pretty, and there it is. We got 3 from that one right off the bat. So I'm going to set the rest of that aside. How do I want to do this? Should we dig into these ones first and then pull the other cards, or should I pull all of them first? I'm going to pull all of them first. Pleasure. I'm going to pull all of them first and see how that works out. And that just happened to spit out 3 cards right off the bat, so that works. So what do you guys have planned for the coming week? Any new projects or jobs or endeavors? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. Whoop. All right. What do we need to hear from the Sacred Destiny Oracle? What messages can this deck give us today? I'm going to stop fighting with my chair and just sit here like... It feels like I'm sitting like 6 inches off the floor, and I know it's not that low, but it just feels like it. Okay. Any messages need to come through? These are clumpy. They're like sticking together. We'll try again. If nothing comes out, nothing comes out, but any messages that need to be heard? Yep, there we go. That's our lot. Literally spit out 3. All right, so we'll pull our messages from the Fairy Reflections, and then we'll kind of put these together and see what it's given us to work with here. I never usually, even for myself, I never really sit and throw Oracle only readings. I usually do them at the end of, you know, reading tarot cards, so this is new for me too. Alright, I lied. I have to fix my chair. It's driving me nuts. Okay. So let's see. Oh my, okay. There it is. 3, 3, and 3. Just like that, we got all our messages. We're going to start with the fairy. Just because it's the last one I threw here. So the fairy reflections gave us discovery. Behold the world with new eyes. Love. Love is the base essence of our being, devoid of all pride and fear. Future. Direct your intentions and actions wisely, and your future will be fed with fulfillment. Do we need to go in the book? Probably not. For these, that's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like it's saying, don't be afraid to love again. Don't be afraid to open yourself to love again. We've talked about this in previous readings here on the channel, about really digging in and kind of reflecting upon past relationships and what was right and what was wrong and what drew you in and what let you know that it wasn't it. And we've had a couple of readings where it seems that, you know, maybe you might be fearful to get back out into the dating world, put yourself out there again. And this is saying to not do that. This is saying, look at it, behold the world with new eyes. Look at it from a new perspective. We talked about setting boundaries and raising the standard, raising the bar, right? And once you do that, you start looking. It's kind of like, here's a really terrible analogy for you. I've got a lot of these, so bear with me. When you are trying to lose weight and you're like, oh my God, you know, that, what is that bacon burger from Burger King? It is killing me every time I drive past and smell their burgers at Burger King. But I know it's not good for me. I know it's not good for me. So I will look at it differently. Like, how can I have what I want but make it better, right? And so I will go and I will buy the ingredients and make a turkey burger with turkey bacon and a skim cheese or a lactose-free cheese because I'm lactose intolerant. And don't knock turkey burgers and turkey bacon. Like, I know it's not for everybody, but it works, right? And yeah, I still get to have my burger. Well, change your perspective on things. You can still have it. Just look at things a little different and pick them a little better. Don't be afraid. And don't be too devoid of all pride. Don't be too proud to... What is that expression? I can't think of it. It's always something wants to pop in my head and I can never grab it. But don't step on your own toes in the process. Don't step on your own toes and don't let fear get in your way. Like, it is scary trying new things or meeting new people, but it says direct your intentions and actions wisely. Your future will be fed with fulfillment. So when you set your standards and you choose your next relationship, whatever type of relationship it is, when you follow the standards that you set and you use discernment and you choose it wisely, it'll take you in a better direction than the relationship that really hurt your feelings and made you afraid. Does that make sense? So I'm not even going in the book for that. So from this one, it says, believe in your power to manifest. Breathe your creation into existence. Breathe love into your life. There's a theme, y'all. Remind yourself to breathe. You are worthy. Aim for what you want and believe in yourself. Same message, right? That's funny that these came out. I'm feeling a little bit called out by these cards. I don't know about you guys, but I am. But this chair, me and this chair. One day I'm going to replace it. I will go in the book for this just because the messages are shorter in this one. And even though I feel like it's essentially the same message, we're going to go in here. So, believe in your power to manifest. Breathe your creation into existence. You're heading in the right direction. Breathe your creation into existence. This is what manifesting is. Breathe into it. Whatever you dream of, you can have if you believe in your power to manifest. Stay optimistic so that the creation can come into physical form. Do not focus on how I can afford this. Money is an energy, draw it to you. Breathe it into you deeply. Through the breath, love will expand. Love your dream, love your creations, love it all, and you will manifest it into the physical. Keep breathing deeply, reassuring the mind that you deserve all the good things you can imagine. Feel the goodness, the blessing, the love. Expand that into that energy and feel. Breathe, 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 and love, love, love. In threes it comes, repeat in threes, and it will come. It says, threes are good, a good sign, a good omen of a good life. You are blessed, remember that. Lessons are learned, move forward, not back. Focus on what you want, allow it to manifest. Give it your attention, love, and encouragement like you would a child, a beautiful child, your creation. Nurture this with love, and you will be truly rewarded. Blessings, dear one. Remember, be love. Fear is an illusion. Only love is real. Oh. Yeah. Definitely. It says, when it says, stay optimistic and do not focus on how. I was watching several different readings recently from other tarot readers online and on YouTube and whatever, and they were talking about I think the analogy they used was like when you order food, you don't order it again and again and again and again and again just in case you don't get it. You basically give the waiter your order, or you give the cashier your order, and then you go sit down and you wait patiently for your food because you know they're cooking it and making it for you. And it's kind of the same thing when you really sit down and think about what it is that you want, and you put that out to the universe, like, this is my specific order. Now you've given that to the universe. Now you walk away and do what you got to do on your end, and you wait for it to come to you. And when it talks about feel the goodness, the blessing, and the love, whatever you've put out there, I'm still working on this actually. You have to try to put yourself in feeling like you already have it. So I don't already have a divorce. I don't already have a new house physically, but I have to feel how I would feel if I did. And so that's what you have to do. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, you have to feel like you already have it. What emotions would that make you feel? You know, I saw another thing. I wish I could credit the person who said this. So if somebody else was on Threads and saw this, let me know. Or I might go back and look later. But somebody made a post about how they had been speaking about everything they wanted in present tense, as if they have it now, and that it had changed their life so dramatically. And somebody commented under that and said, imagine what a change it would make if you spoke about it in past tense. And then another reader, I'm just going to keep going with this. It's actually Blushina69. I love her. She's quirky, she's funny, but I don't know that she's ever been wrong. So there's that. As she said, like, what you have right now is what you were trying to manifest in the past. And what you need to do is be the future you. You need to sit in future you's feelings about what you're trying to manifest now. So it's like, what would your future self be thanking your past self for right now? I don't know if that made sense. You should go watch her channel. She's really great. So let's move on. Breathe love into your life. Remind yourself to breathe. You are fragile at the moment, easily swayed, influenced when you are ungrounded. A look can throw you off. How you get yourself back on path is by calming the mind, then learning to read. How you get yourself back on path is by calming the mind, then connecting with spirit. When you get knocked off or stopped by something, reassurance from spirit is all you need to know that it will all work out. Keep your focus on what you want, and the universe will arrange this to happen. Properties sold, new house buying, new careers, healthy finances, a healthy you. Whatever it is you can attract and create in your life, breathe love into your life. Remember the importance of the breath. It will come for others when you show It will come for others when you show the way by example. You are doing well. Remind yourself to breathe, ground yourself, and love where you are now. Love your past, love your future. Breathe love into your life. There's a lot of talk about breathing in these. And perhaps it's saying maybe we need to do some breath work and meditation as well in the midst of all this. So let's move on to you are worthy, aim for what you want, and believe in yourself. Which, with or without the cards, I think I agree wholeheartedly. You are worthy and you should aim for what you want and believe in yourself. You have felt unworthy of receiving. I am here to tell you to remove the doubt. You are worthy. You need to feel this. Embrace this feeling. That is the block to your success. Do not accept that will do. Aim for what you want and believe in yourself. Remember, we talked about standards, not just goals, standards. Go watch Minnow Pond Tarot. He's got a lot of smart stuff on his channel. Much potential is lost when you doubt this. Love where you are, but also love your future. Embrace good things to come. So it's saying sometimes when we're trying to manifest like what we're trying to get to, we forget to be grateful for what we have. You need to be grateful for what you have right now, because that is what is going to help carry you through until you get what it is that you're trying to manifest. Does that make sense? So it says, experience it with all your senses. It must be felt mentally, emotionally, and ethereally before it can manifest into the physical. Do this as often as you can. What I said on the other card about feeling as if you already have it. Like feeling how your future self would feel. Oh my God, I love my new house. I am so in love with my new house. I'm so in love with the built-in shelves. I am so in love with the backyard. The fence is beautiful. I have trees. Like, oh my gosh, there's a room for everybody. My dogs can run. They can bark when they want because there's nobody going to be here bitching at me because my dogs are barking. Or whatever it is. Yes, that's something for me. You have to sit in that energy like you already have it. And how did that make you feel? How would that make you feel? Like, you know, you get the keys to the new car. You get that job you've been going after. You get that person you fell in love with. You get the new house you were trying to buy. You get the ticket for that vacation. How would you feel in that moment? And that's what the energy that you need to sit in now. It says the more energy you give it, the more it will transform and the sooner it will transform. And don't mistake that for repeatedly asking for it. You've already asked for it. You've already placed your order. You just need to keep sitting in the energy of, I already have this and I love this and I'm so grateful that this is in my life. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, so we'll leave that there. It says, listen to your higher self. Ask spirit for guidance. All will be achieved, manifested. But first you must believe in yourself and accept that you deserve all the good the planet and your world has to offer. Now this one, here's another YouTube channel for you to check out. Rich Lop. He talks a lot about the law of attraction. And when it says, first you must believe in yourself and accept that you deserve all the good. This is something I learned off of his channel. He says that the universe simply mimics you. It simply mirrors back. If you say, oh my God, I really want that, but I don't deserve it. And the universe will say, you're right. You're going to keep wanting it because you don't deserve it. Oh man, I'm only making $500 a week. I'm barely scraping by. The universe says, yep, you're right. Like, you're going to be a broke ass. Good luck. Eat peanut butter. Whatever. So instead, when it says you must first believe in yourself, I deserve this. I deserve this raise because I'm the best candidate for that position. I'm going to get the promotion because I'm the best candidate for that position. I work my ass off 10 times harder. I put in the hours. I put in the work. Like, I have the knowledge, and that's going to be mine. That is mine. And the universe is going to say, yes, you are the best person for that position, for that promotion. It is yours. You're going to get it. You see where I'm going with that? So it says, embrace the now, embrace the positivity, embrace the love and deserving of all that is good and gracious. Love leads the way always. Put your love, not your fear, into things working out. Don't look at problems, trust in solutions, and everything working out as it should. Love, trust, faith, all will be well. And when it says, talks all about embracing love, 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 it's like all over this book here. But I'm going to tell you, even if what you're trying to manifest or work your way into is a relationship with somebody, put all that love into yourself first. So absolutely put your love into it, but put it into you. we talked about this before. You need your cups to be overflowing. You need to put all that love into yourself, put all that work into yourself first. Then when your cups are overflowing, hopefully that person's put in the work too. And y'all, it will match. Your energies will match and your cups will overflow together. It will be beautiful. So there's that one. So moving on. We have the Sacred Destiny Oracle. We got Simplicity. That's funny, feathers. I've had 2 feathers show up in my yard in the past week. We have Healing Chaos. And this card is really stinking pretty. It is a tornado with butterflies, y'all. And a beautiful sunset behind the clouds. So, simplicity, healing, action. These I will absolutely go into the book for as well because I don't know these at all. Thankfully, they're alphabetical. There we go. Simplicity. White feather. Imagine a single white feather illuminated against a blue sky, wafting on warm air currents as it floats to the earth with simplicity and grace. Both Native Americans and Egyptians thought feathers were messages from sky gods. There's a saying, what is it? I always say it, when feathers appear, angels are near, or something to that effect. Chiefs would wear feathers to symbolize their communing with the Creator. It was believed that when one wore feathers on one's head, messages from a human could travel to spirit. Likewise, messages and energy from the spiritual realms can travel back down to the human through the hollow shaft of a feather. Feathers were also wafted through the air to cleanse and purify space. The sacred landscape wants you to know. To find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life. Scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything else. Do not delay. Do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there's no room for spirit. There's too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference. We talked about this in previous readings too. When I said, if you continue to carry all this crap around with you, you're going to look like the junk lady from the labyrinth. You have to let it go. You have to clear the space. You have to clear the dookie stuff to make space for the good stuff to come in. You can't get your gifts if you're holding on to 10 years of baggage because there's nowhere to put it. If you have a storage unit full of negative energy and just extraneous crap that you don't need in your life, and you get a precious jewel, a treasure box full of precious jewels, where are you going to put it? Because there's no room in that storage unit. You need to clear that space. Let's move on to Healing Chaos. I'm not yelling at you, by the way. Just felt that. So, Healing Chaos, Spiraling Tornado. Energy in our universe spirals. Water spirals in the wake of the fish that swims through the stream. Air spirals in the wake of a bird in flight. The moon spirals around the earth, which spirals around the sun, which spirals around the galaxy. Even our DNA is a spiral. It is the healing principle in life. It's not an accident that the ancient symbol for healing is a word that I don't know how to pronounce. The 2 spiraling serpents. I'm sure you've seen the symbol. It's on a lot of medical signage, but I don't know how to say the word for it, so I'm not going to try. It is the sacred spiral. Most people assume that there is nothing good that comes from tornadoes, but every part of nature has value. For example, although some birds lose their habitat from a tornado, birds such as the prairie warbler, whippoorwill, woodpecker, grouse, and woodcock, as well as forest salamanders, all benefit from the new landscape created by tornadoes. Downed trees provide a habitat for black bears and white-tailed deer and create dens for many kinds of animals. Tornadoes churn up the soil in ways that rejuvenate the earth. And that makes sense. If you think about when you're going to plant your garden every year, right? When you go in the spring and you're getting ready to plant your garden, if you have a vegetable garden or whatever, you're going to churn up what is it called? Tilling the soil? Is that what it's called? Where you rake it all up and you turn it over? And you need to break it all up and mix it all up and make it fresh again, right? The sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. And if your life seems chaotic, Know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You are being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it may be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing, do the unexpected, mix life up a bit. And you know what might feel a little bit chaotic to you? Releasing all that baggage and crap that you've been hanging on to and carrying around. And then when you release that, you know what can happen? You can heal. See where this is going? So the next one is action. These are really good messages, y'all. I'm definitely buying. I'm probably going to buy myself each of these decks. I'm not going to lie. So action, storm clouds gathering. Have you ever been outdoors just before a storm? You feel energized and alive, and maybe even a little high, as if your body is being fed energy and vitality from the storm. The energy in the atmosphere is building, literally, and your body can feel it. Storms are necessary to replenish and refresh the land. They can feel disruptive and dangerous and can cause damage, but without storms, the planet wouldn't be renewed and replenished. When you understand the deeper energy of storms and can embrace that energy within your body and your life, then you are always poised to take action when it is called for. Kind of a repeat of this one. You need the storm. You need the storm to get what comes after the storm. You need the tornado to get what comes after the tornado. Which, these things, let me finish reading the message. No, lie. These things to me feel like when people say, if you don't make the space, the universe will. If you don't clean house, the universe will. If you don't stop hanging out with them trash ass people that are holding you down with their low vibing selves, the universe will clear your path for you and take those people out of your life in one way, shape, or form and force you to do what you're supposed to be doing. It's kind of the same thing. The storms are going to come in and shuffle it up. They're going to take that crap that you won't get rid of, and they're going to get rid of it for you, and you're going to have to heal. So, the sacred landscape wants you to know a shift is coming. The time is now. Don't hesitate. Face your fear. Do it anyway. When big change is on the horizon, it's time to take action. Of course, there are times to deliberate and carefully consider your next step, but not now. Now is the time to take immediate action. Look forward with a calm, steely gaze, then forge ahead with clarity, determination, power, and grace. Be the Queen of Swords. Quicken your spirit by making decisions now. Even if you're not 100% certain of your decision, right now it's better to make any choice than none at all. And so, well, it's not necessarily saying, go be reckless and jump into the dumpster fire. What it is saying is, when we sit around and I'm waiting for the right moment, I'm waiting till the time is right. The time is never going to be right, because you're always going to find a way to talk yourself out of it. The time will never be right. In quotation marks. In uppercase and lowercase letters. Like, I kind of want to drop it in the comments, but that's obnoxious. The time will never be right. You just kind of like doing this YouTube channel. Fun fact. I wrote a smutty romance novel like 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? I think it was like 2 years ago. And I wrote it, and I read it and read it and read it and read it and did all sorts of editing and, you know, changed stuff around. And I bought the ISBN numbers. I bought the cover art for the front cover. I did all the work, basically. I even went before I could even figure out how to get this thing published. And I took my file down to the office store and printed it out just so I could read it on paper and hold it in a binder like a book. And then I talked myself out of it. And I was like, no, I'm not in love with this anymore. And I stuck it in a bin on a shelf and I let it sit. And then I published it this year right before my birthday. So early, I think I published it May 7th and my birthday is May 8th. So, have I sold a lot of copies? Hell no. I had a couple of friends and family members and myself that bought copies. And I was very afraid to put it out because I was like, gosh, because it is a smutty romance novel. It's like a novelette. I think it's about 170 pages. So it's not like one of them like 300-400 page historical novels or anything like that. But I wrote it, and then I was like, God, where did that come from? Because honestly, I wrote like I was possessed. I had this idea bouncing around in my head. I needed to get it out. I sat for like 6 days straight at my computer working like until the sun came up, and I was like, oh shit, it's 6 in the morning. Like, I better go get some sleep kind of thing. And cranked this entire book out by myself. Didn't know what I was doing. Didn't even know where the story was going. So like when I finished and I went back and read it, I was like, well, that's actually not terrible. Like, I am my own worst critic, like, aren't we all? But, so then, yeah, I shelved it for 2 years. And then for whatever reason this year, I said, to hell with it. This book is going to get me out of here. Well, it hasn't gotten me out of here. And I'm about to receive about $13 in royalties. But it's more than zero when I publish my damn book. So I couldn't find a right time, so I just did it. Also, a couple years ago, I rearranged stuff in my garage. And I cleared out space to make my own little kind of YouTube studio to do this channel. I didn't have a name for it. Didn't know how the heck I was going to do it. All I knew was I had a phone and a table and a bunch of cards and the knowledge that I had at that time. And I kept finding excuses. I kept finding obstacles. I kept, oh, well, we have to do this. Or, oh, well, these people are in the garage. Or, oh, well, they always go smoke out there. Oh, well, somebody needs to help with the dogs. And I kept coming up with reasons why I couldn't just go sit down in there for like an hour a day and do what I needed to do. So I didn't do it. And I decided, for, again, whatever reason, I decided, you know what, screw it. And we started this in the kitchen on my crafting cart under that hanging lamp. So hopefully there's less glare on the cards in here. I don't know. I should go watch my videos, huh? But, you know, so that being said, like, there's never a right time. Just do it. And is it scary? You might think it's scary, but once you get into it, it's really not that scary. The worst that can happen is I can give a message and someone can hop in my comments and be like, well, that's not what it said. Oh, well, it didn't resonate. Okay, well, then it wasn't for you. Check the people around you or go to another channel. That's not what it said. What do you perceive that this message was supposed to be? What do you... And I think I said it in one of my first couple of videos that I threw up here, that if there's other readers watching my readings and you don't feel like I got the correct message or the full message, or you feel like you would have translated it how I did or another way, absolutely get in the comments and respectfully tell me what your translation of the message would have been. And we can discuss that there too. I'm not gatekeeping. Like, these 3 cards could mean what I said today, and somebody watching this could think it means something entirely different. And that's okay. But yeah, anyway, off my soapbox, because otherwise this is going to be too long, and I don't know how long we're at right now, but this is the message for today. All the links will be down below. I'll even put the link for my Smutty Smut novel in the description box. How about that? And y'all can decide if you want to or not. It's available. It's available all over the place. It's on Amazon, physical or Kindle. Barnes & Nobles, you can order physical, or what is their ebook? The Nook or whatever. You can get it on Apple Books. You can get it on the Google Play Books. It's called Maggie's Meraki. I'll put it down below. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think of doing Oracle message only readings, Oracle only readings on Sundays. If you don't like it, we'll shit can it and try to come up with something different to break the week up. If you do like it, I'll probably keep it and just rotate out Oracle decks and we'll see what we get. But either way, you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I hope that the next week starts off really well for you, and stay blessed. I guess that's it. Stay blessed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.